All right, here we go. Another edition of the Horseman Pro Football Talk podcast. I'm Brad.
And I'm Hefe.
All right, let's run down these real quick. Eagles or Bears?
This one, Jalen Hurts for MVP. I think everybody's unanimous with that at this point. Give me the Eagles.
Yeah, I hope there's nobody out there taking the Bears.
I think this could be a fun game, though. Justin Fields against Jalen Hurts. There's going to be a lot of rush yards by quarterbacks in this one.
Yeah, good point. Still, Eagles come out with the dub. Steelers at Panthers.
48 hours ago, I would have said Steelers would torch the Panthers, but the Panthers are so week in, week out, you don't know what you're going to get. Go ahead, give me the Steelers. I don't think Sam Darnold is going to be able to get away from T.J. Watt in this one.
Yeah, so this is tough because the Panthers, like you said, are week in and week out. You never know what you're going to get with them. They're so unpredictable. But they did win, but it was against the Seahawks. I've been trying to tell everybody the whole year the Seahawks are they're way overachieving. They're not near as good as a record shows, and it's catching up with them. It's pretty bad when you're a mediocre team. You probably already peaked. So I'm not real excited about the Panthers win. They are at home, and the Steelers are rough, man. So I'm going to take the Panthers only because they're at home. But I'm going to tell you, I have absolutely no idea, and nor do I care.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Chiefs at Texans.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, don't be stupid. I cannot believe that Lovie Smith lost that freaking game.
Should have at least went to overtime. Like, don't get crazy, dude.
I don't get it, man. I just wish I've never really been a Lovie Smith fan. Even when he was in Chicago and he went to the Super Bowl, I thought they still overachieved. I've never really thought he was a good head coach. Anyway, let's move on. Falcons at the Saints. This is an interdivision game.
Yeah, this is an important one because of the Bucs sucking that entire division, kind of still in the division race. So in this one, oh man, this is a huge toss-up because I wouldn't be surprised either way in this one. But you know what? Go ahead and give me Desmond Ridder to come in and win his first start as the Falcons quarterback.
Okay, all right. I'm going to take the Saints because they're at home. But I think this is a coin toss either way. I have no idea. But but talking about this interdivision race and going back to Carolina's won 2 in a row, and they're one game out from the lead in the NFC South. Maybe we should have taken that into consideration. We were talking about the Steelers at Panthers game. If there's any leadership going on, they're having that conversation and guys are pulling together. Whether that'll turn into a dub, I don't know. But anyway, Falcons, Saints, I'm taking the Saints. Cowboys at Jags.
Yeah, this one got a lot more interesting after this past weekend.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep emotions out because I would love nothing more than the Jags to upset the Cowboys. The Texans should have beaten the Cowboys. I hate to keep beating that dead horse, but anyway, Cowboys got really lucky against arguably the worst team in the league. The Jags are dangerous, man, and they can. It's week in and week out with them, but they can come in and win this game, and they're at home.
Yeah, at the very least, this should be one of the more entertaining games of the weekend. Should end up being a decent amount of points scored. At the end of the day, I just think the Cowboys' defense is going to present too many issues for the Jaguars' offense. So go ahead, give me the Cowboys to win this game.
Yeah, and as much as I like to play this game, and I think the Jags are dangerous, and they could just come out of nowhere, by all rights, with everything we've seen this year, the Cowboys on paper should win this game. I'm taking the Cowboys too. Cardinals at Broncos.
This is, the Who Really Cares Bowl. Yeah, basically.
Exactly. Another Who Really Cares Bowl.
I don't know. I was thinking coming into this one that the Broncos were about to get embarrassed by the Chiefs. They actually kept up in that one.
But that's interdivision. I'm not taking anything away from the Broncos, but it's interdivision. They see each other twice a year. They know each other well.
I don't know. Jerry Jeudy's not going to have 3 touchdowns every game, but I don't think the Cardinals' offense can do anything against the Broncos' defense.
Me either. And they're in Denver.
And they're in Denver. Go ahead and give me the Broncos.
Yeah, I'm taking the Broncos too. All right, Rams at Packers. Interesting game.
Yeah.
The Rams have new life. They're energized. Dude, that dude flew to LA on Tuesday night, had Wednesday. They didn't have practice Wednesday. You know he's studying, right? But they didn't have practice. And then he walks through Thursday and then has a 98-yard game-winning drive Thursday night. How does that happen?
2022 in the NFL at its finest right there.
So it really there are two things that could have happened. One, it was an absolute fluke. They gave him watered down plays, which the defense should have been able to catch on. I don't want to get in that. Or two, Baker Mayfield is the example for a quarterback needs to be in the right system. And Sean McVay may just be that person. I mean, he's had luck with Goff and Stafford, and then Mayfield came right in. So maybe is Mayfield, did he resurrect his career the other night?
So I think Baker Mayfield, after the game, Baker talked about kind of how he was able to make it work. And I'm going to buy into that because you definitely have to give Baker credit because, at this point, he's a vet in the league, right? He's been around for a little while. So he's seen NFL defenses. He's played football long enough. He's seen defenses. In that 2-minute situation, defenses, even in the NFL, get pretty vanilla, right? There's not a whole lot of complexity that happens in those 2-minute drives. And Baker spoke on that, how he was able to just take what he knows and what he's seen over the years and basically predict what he was going to see from the defense and be able to make the plays that he needed to make on that drive. And, either way, 98 yards in less than 2 minutes is impressive no matter which quarterback we're talking about. But so you have to give Baker his credit. But, the experience that he has led him to that. So do I think he can do it again? Sure, he could do it again at some point, especially against the Packers team that's as flawed as this one that he's going up against. So that's what makes it an entertaining game, right? Are we going to see Baker Mayfield, ball out? Are we going to be able to see the Packers come off a bye week, a much needed bye week, for being week 14? They're probably out of the playoff race at this point, but they need a bye week just as bad as anybody. So I think this is going to be more of a storyline driven game than it will an entertaining game. At the end of the day, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come off this bye week with a vengeance and stick it to the Rams.
Yeah, I can't completely buy in to Baker, the whole Baker Mayfield hype yet. I still think this could be an example of just a quarterback being in the right system, and Mayfield's got years left in him, but he's still new in the Rams, and that could have been beginner's luck as far as that standpoint. I mean, he could all those things that I just said could still be true, and Mayfield come out and just stink the place up this weekend, and that certainly could happen. And the Packers are coming off the bye week. They're at home. It's going to be like 20 degrees in Green Bay as well. I, in good conscience, can't take anybody but the Packers in this game.
Yeah, and I never really answered your question, did Baker resurrect his career? It should be noted, I think Baker, just like Jacoby Brissett, we talked about him a couple weeks ago, I think Baker Mayfield is one of the 32 best quarterbacks currently in the NFL. I don't know if that'll be the case after these rookies come in next year. Some of these guys could be really good that are about to come in 2023. But currently, as it stands, Baker Mayfield is one of the 32 best quarterbacks in the world.
I agree.
And I would love to know what you think about this game, what you think is going to happen, who you think is going to win. You let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you for the next video.